Right, today I'm going to show you sharpen axe, the way I sharpen an axe. That's probably not right, but works for me. So I start on the grinder to get the right angle and the curve. So let's just start with that. I will mention before I do it that I've put ink and Sharpie on the edge where I want to sharpen, so that I can see that I'm getting all the edge, sharpening the whole blade and not missing anything. Alright, let's start there. I'll go up and down to get the curve. That's a good reason why to have the ink. Majority of the cups, so I'll start on the other side. It's got a little bit down. Side again. I'm just going to keep repeating sides until I get the nick out. There's just one here, I'm not sure if you can see it, it's there, but just going to keep going until I get that out. I'll turn the video back on and tell you what I do next. I'm back, got it grinded, no nicks in the blade, not that I can see anyway, so that's good enough for on the grinder. Now I'm going to go over to the sharpening stones, which I have coarse, medium, fine and extra fine. These I think are oil stones. I use water with them. I find it works just the same, and obviously less expensive and less messy. So I'm going to start again by colouring the blade in with ink, so that I know what I've sharpened and what I haven't, any parts I need to do again on both sides. Right, done that, so we'll just try to get the stone, start with the coarse. Get the stone. One thing. I always check before I start that my stone has no curve or anything in it, because that can happen. Uneven wearing when sharpening tools, and that will then lead to hard for it to be harder to sharpen, and with chisels it'll curve the blade, so you don't want that, that's just bad. This stone is a relatively new one, so it absorbs a lot of water at the minute, which so I put a fair amount of water on there to lubricate, and mainly, not really to lubricate, just mainly to stop the pores of it clogging up. To sharpen axe on a stone, I just push down and push across and away like that, and you can see where it's getting. It's just getting the back of the blade there, so I need to lift it up. And this stage is just merely to get all the grinding marks out. And I'll just go back and forward just to get all the grinding scratches and stuff out. It will look like it's coarser because the scratches are in a different way, but it's genuinely not. So just go different directions on different parts of the stone. Like before I mentioned about the uneven wear, you want to make sure you use it as much as the stone as possible, because that way you don't wear it unevenly and ruin the stone. Watch your fingers. Just keep checking. Front there. Yeah, that looks alright. So we'll go on to the other side, a bit more water. That's a bit low, I think. I'm having a bit of trouble. Just raise it up a little bit. That should be better. Can get a better angle on it now. Remember, when you're on the stone you need to tilt it back and forward. It doesn't have the same effect on the grinder because obviously the wheel's moving, and as you lift it up it's touching different parts, but on this it's not. So you need to tilt it up and down. And you'll soon find that it will sharpen the whole edge. Right, that's done. Need a bit of tissue just to clean it up, otherwise it gets fairly messy. And you can see there's some burrs on the edge, so I'll just knock those off. Just touching it on the stone and it should sort it out. And there's a burr on this edge, so I'll take that off. That's alright, but we don't need to worry about it too much because it's still on the coarse stone. Forgot to. That looks good, feels good. And one thing I'll mention, probably going to mention it on all my sharpening videos actually, just for safety. Don't check how sharp it is by running your finger that way. Always go down that way. It works a lot better and it's safer. The way you do it is you just run your thumb, finger, whatever you want to do, down the blade at a slight angle, and you'll feel the blade catching on each one of the little grooves on your finger. That's when it's absolutely sharp, and sharp enough really. So we'll just go to the other side now, the fine, extra fine side. So, a little bit of water, and same thing. Although I say same thing, I mean what I'm really doing on this one is more focusing more on the edge of the blade, as in very tip, because none of the other part of the blade really needs to be this finer grind. So literally just on the edge, and that should just get all the burrs off of it. Generally make it last longer. So, like I said last time, the whole of the stone should be used to prevent the wear uneven, and your stone will last a lot longer, and it costs you a lot less in the long run. Right, now let's catch in on everyone now. You can just feel it. If you go slow, you should be able to feel it. I've got a little burr on that side. Just take that off.